Hi guys, my name is Jesus and this is my channel. As you can see, I do not have a headset because the headset for some reason not picking up the song. So I hope I'm not shouting, but at the same time I really hope that you'll hear it now. So this is my next 24-hour channel readings. And basically just want to look into the cards to see if it has something in the next 24 hours. Excuse me 1 second. We just gonna look into the cards to see if it has something negative in the next 24 hours that we could set ourselves to have a positive intention for and to try to avoid us at all costs, or if it has something hopefully positive that we could capitalize on and don't miss and actually make the most out of. So the first card is the Three of Pentacles. And if the last reading, again, I didn't, for some reason the song did not come through, and it three was real magnified, so three already could be significant to somebody. So the Three of Pentacles does represent craftsmanship. This, just as the card kind of shows, even though I want to kind of shuffle and so, just as the card shows, I still like to show you the card so that's what I can see what it is that I'm feeling, why I'm feeling certain things through the cards. So the Three of Pentacles does talk about craftsmanship, working with people, knowing how to sell, knowing how to bargain, knowing how to but basically, it's all the jack of all trades. This is not a kind of individual. This person, they have one thing that they've really skilled at, or this could be somebody in the next 24 hours, they could be getting an opportunity or a new chance to become skilled at something. It mightn't be something that you did before, or it could just be a different opportunity on the whole, which good at the same time. And that if it is that you choose to, next 24 hours, you will, the Six of Wands, you would see you will be victorious, you will overcome, and you will you will adapt, you will learn, you will fit into the new environment, wherever it might be. And the next card is the Queen of Wands. So this could just be that you're working around a female, you're working around females. It might have a situation to deal with a female that you would be successful and victorious in. Once it is that you do the right thing, once it is that you actually if it's know the protocols at the place, know what is, how things does actually go about, what it is people does actually do to if a situation arises or something, I don't know, I just hear no, just be aware because the Three of Pentacles does talk about spending time to learn the craft as well, but it's at the same time you're using your time to learn the craft, you're learning ways to bring it across, so it's it's more marketable, it's more profitable, it's more organized, it's more pleasing to the eyes, it's more if it has certain things that just make people buy more, it's you're really going into craftsmanship, and this could also be a market as well, for who is rushing into it. It could be that you're probably looking to get a spot in a market, or in a store you could be looking to open something like that. Okay, and the main archangel that's around is Raziel, and the first card is Enigma. Funny news, I like Victory, the Queen of Wands, and I could just go into feminine energy here. We are the Cleopatra. So I have to remember to speak earlier as well, how I don't have the headset. So Raziel Enigma reads, Archangel Raziel brings to your attention the secrets of life, the sacred mysteries that have been wrapped in the enigmatic vapor of spirit. If you have recently felt perplexed by a spiritual question or puzzle, reflect on this icon and the inscrutable smile on the Da Vinci canvas, the fabled Mona Lisa. When you do this, Raziel's heartfelt light will illuminate your quest. You see, Raziel sits on the left-hand side of the divine, and therefore has a distinct privilege in being so close to God, for this exquisite archangel eavesdrops on all of God's conversations. For 500 years, the painting of the La Gioconda has been considered a startling evocation of the divine feminine, and Raziel suggests that there is an aspect of your own feminine force that needs restoring for you to feel completely enraptured by clarity rather than held in the grey veil of confusion. Feel enchanted by Raziel's extraordinary presence, particularly through connections with Raziel's heart sigil. Surrender to the source, and this exquisite angelic force will speak through magical impulses to you. Chant He through your brow chakra, the ajna, and spiritual aid will automatically become yours, brought through Raziel's love. So that is, or it could be that somebody working on the feminine energy, the feminine aspects, to open up to accept like the energies that's in them. So one card to clarify the Three of Pentacles, and again, like the main thing what standing out for me with the Three of Pentacles is that like market, like for somebody, this could be somebody selling stuff. Yeah. So Ace of Wands. I feel like be clear on what it is you have to say, be clear on what it is you're selling. Cut the unnecessaries, like kind of get to the point on wherever it is, like know the details, like the details will really sell, like the more specs and advantages of a product, and the faster you could relate it as sincere as possible is like the most likely is to like sell and increase. Yeah. So the next card is the Ten of Cups, emotional contentment, fulfillment, family, again, being able to come outside and play in the land, enjoy the surroundings. This could be somebody, like take time and probably like try taking your craft into nature and like, you know, what's called listen and see if anything comes. Again, like you might find a new way to do something that might be like real simple, but just the fact that it might be reachable to people, and like that is like where you're trying to which resonating with. That's too much. So clarify the Six of Wands. I'll take one by itself because all these was like in a pile. I'll take one by myself. So the Six of Wands, like right now you could be standoffish, you could be just like watching the scenes, trying to scope out which moves to make, which investments to make, who to invest your energy with, and who to invest your time in. You might as well could have like different opportunities that didn't necessarily work out, and it might be feeling a little defeated. I also feel for like some people who it resonating with, that you could be allowing the, you know, like you went through certain things and it's like it's time for you to move into a new phase or a new situation, and it's like the things that you went through, even though it's like, I mean, if it was done to you, like you didn't really have a choice, you know what I mean? But it's like, you know, if I could go through this again, or like you don't want to like attract negative, or you don't want to like go back into the same situation basically, or like your thoughts plaguing you from, even if it's a new situation that you could better yourself and move forward in, is like you don't want to allow like past regrets and past mistakes and past misfortunes to like not allow you to take that chance basically. Like take the chance if it's safe, with care and with precaution according to whatever the situation is. But like, yeah, go like get caught up in your head, ton of swords, and feel pinned down around it. Like don't feel like if you don't have a choice, you don't have an option, you don't have like a next play. If all things go to shit, like that is my head. Like if everything just like fall apart, like still do feel pinned down, it could just be that you need to look into yourself for, again, you just need to find a new way to do it, and probably it's like you could have been denying this feminine energy, this Queen of Wands energy. This, I feel like if this is your energy here, And this is like your conscious mind, and it's like you're almost like you tell yourself like feminine energy is not accepted, and feminine energies do have the power to do this and stuff like that, and it's like you don't know that because you like do allow it, and like that is what this card said. It's like maybe, just maybe, certain aspects of your feminine energy need to be rechecked, need to be reevaluated, because it could be that yes, at certain points in your life you didn't necessarily need it, and it would not necessarily been beneficial to bring it into play, but now this situation might be calling for a more soft and nurturing touch. Like that's just my feeling. It's very nice to everybody. So the Queen of Wands, clarify the Queen of Wands, please. It's actually two real good cards, but I'm not going to take them how to come up by themselves. So just wanted to show them. It's good energy. It's just the situation might be as bad as it is. It might just need a different approach. And the fact that you actually know, like, where's the basic protocols or the basic run-ins, like, just from there, you could see how it is that you could incorporate your own little touch, and who knows, it's just, I don't know, you will know the situation. If it resonates with you, you would eventually know what to do, because it's not like it's a difficult situation or something. It's just actually, like, you just need to accept yourself and allow the energies to work for you. For who's resonating with it. Yep. It's so funny. Like, I literally here, like, if it is that you actually allow, like, that's so crazy. Like, here I know, here in my head, you know how they say, like, behind every good man is like every great man is a good woman, that kind of thing. So it's like, imagine, like, if it is that you actually, because you're a man or you're a woman, not gender specific, it does at some point in your life, as according to our way is, display masculine and feminine energy. It's in you already, but it's just that in different situations in life, depending on what is the situation, that particular energy coexistent in you, but you just don't use it. And it's just that, and I'm not sure if I'm too far from it was. So here it is. Allow your feminine energy to think, because what if it is that everybody accustomed to being in fear, everybody accustomed, or everybody in this thinking now that, you know what, if it is that, yes, you're in charge or whatever, but if it is like I can relate to you, like my personal value and my personal peace weigh worth more than your ego and you being in charge. So at the end of the day, yes, it is even if you're in charge, but if it is you can coexist with us being in charge, like I don't necessarily, even though it might not necessarily be writing, but at the same time too, it is kind of the writing. Like, you would always be getting static, even though like these people wouldn't outrightly say, or if this situation wouldn't outrightly think, it's like you would always be bouncing your head because you approach wrong. And just saying, what if you actually allow the feminine energy to like kind of ride the waves, if so to speak, because that people could see, well, you know, you could be in charge and still coexist and still understand and still hear and still relate to us. You just might end up becoming the emperor anyways. It's just that your approach, or feeling like, yeah, like this, you know, like if you're running a race, like the race is 100 meters, but like 98, you need to run the 10 meters, 15 meters, 20 meters, 35 meters, 50 meters in your feminine energy, and then it's like when you actually, wherever it is, you know the situation and living your life basically. But when it is you actually reach like 95% to finish the race, it's like where you will know this emperor energy will just activate, and it's like you could already coexist with everybody. Earlier in the reading we had, where I was like just like saying like you already did your research, so you know it is your selling, you know it is your marketing, you know where it is, like, you know the nitty-gritties of it. I'll say a lot. You know the nitty-gritties of your workspace and your work environment, or whatever it is you're selling, even if it's an entrepreneur or what. Yes, you might have failures, yes, you might have setbacks in the past, like do allow that to like just plug your mind, and do allow you to actually take the chances to move forward with better for yourself. Yeah, like run the race in your feminine energy, because I feel like if this could like allow a lot of healing for you as well, it's like I resonate with this reading, by the way. Yeah? So yeah, like yeah. So don't feel as though like if because you're moving in the feminine energy, or you're allowing the feminine energy to kind of guide you, so to speak. Don't feel as though you're doing your dual balls, or you just you can't do anything, or you're somewhat giving up your power or anything like that. Once it is that at the end of the day, yes, you have your boundaries, you still have your boundaries and stuff like that, but just okay. So for example, the masculine energy, I would say more disciplined, more strict, more refined, more not as creative as the feminine, more structured, um, and well, being in the masculine energy, I would say you would have a lot more responsibilities as well. The feminine energy, like I can't make it up, right? The feminine energy, creative, passionate, emotionally aware. So just in case that you're in an environment where you have to be mindful, or your work kind of close to other people, so to speak. Again, you would need it will help you heal. It will show these people that at the end of the day, you're not leading from your ego. And I think once it is that you actually lead from love and just actually kind of just allow, because it's like it's different phases. You're doing the work, you're seeing victorious, you kind of reflect on the past, you allow your feminine energy to grow in nature, because you haven't been in your feminine energy for a while, so it's almost unfamiliar. So yeah, now you're in this place, this situation where the universe, God, whoever, the processes of life, whatever you believe in, actually allowing this, wanting this feminine energy to come up, because it have a purpose, it needed. And eventually, because I just feel like if you're feeling as though you would not be seen masculine, you would not be taken seriously, whatever, I just feeling like this situation, this just people who need to be more understood and instead of controlled. I think that's where this the most beneficial. So I'm not trying to keep you reading too long. One more card to clarify this. Queen of Wands and Emperor energy. One more card to clarify this Queen of Wands and Emperor energy. Again, guys, I really hope you like just shift your duality. Allow. This could be your movement as well. You're doing a lot of movements. This could be the Chariot. Also, some people at this part of the reading not resonating with me. It could be in a car. So I know, like, it's not no way, like right now, like I could be getting a vehicle or anything like that, but the chariot does represent a vehicle, because a chariot is a vehicle. So I feel, to this, you could actually be coming and getting your own vehicle. You could be just shifting your duality again, coming out of the masculine energy and just kind of moving into the feminine energy. Seeing the red, like this red cross here, you're guided, like open your heart, or like live from your heart. Don't try to be so much in the space of society norms and boundaries and things that you're living in. I think like that is actually the reason why it is you're being asked to accept your feminine energy, is because a lot of the masculine energy again is like structure, it's like and sometimes I just see things in my head and I doesn't really know how to bring it across. But if you ever seen it, basically it's like almost as though you have a chart, and again it's like you have to take this, you have to take that, you have to take that. Like that's how the masculines does work. Like and like that is why a lot of females have so many like different pools to pull from, because then like they always try to be as individual and as unique and as special seen, and hopefully there's to be in a way to be as special inside. But masculines or most men, there's just be like have to do this, or have to behave this way, or to do this, or to act this way, and they're not necessarily them. They're not doing anything for their spirit, because the person who making you all think like that, like their spirit make them act that way because of something that they had to do, but you just following them. They're not necessarily your part. That have nothing to do with you, basically. Like, yeah. So just like trust the energies that want to work with you. It's like, love. Don't go looking for love. Love will love you. That kind of thing. Work with the energy that want to work with you, even though this is a feminine energy. It might not be comfortable at first. Try to stay close to your guides. Raziel want to help. Raziel is available, and you're beautiful. You're different. You're meant to be different, and you have a nice man. That part of the reading resonates with me. Anyway, so like, thank you guys so much for your likes, for your subscribes, for your shares. Really, 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 really do appreciate it. I mean, we always make mistakes, and we're all on different paths, and we're all going through different phases, but just treat each other with love. Thanks again so much for your support so far.